Spain defeats Germany in epic Euro 2025 semi-final. Bonmati's dramatic extra-time winner. Picture this. In a tense game of football, amidst the pressure and the stakes, a singular moment changes everything. It took just one brilliant maneuver, a beautifully timed pass, and an exquisite finish for Spain to break down a formidable German defense. When Aitana Bonmatí expertly shot from a tight angle late in extra time, she not only propelled her team to their first ever Women's Euros final, but also showcased the extraordinary mental and physical fortitude that characterizes this powerful Spanish squad. It seemed almost predestined that Bonmatí would be the one to unlock the complex puzzle that Germany had posed for most of the match. Time and again, she has served as a linchpin for her team, showcasing her skill in finding pockets of space to outmaneuver defenders. The 27-year-old midfielder has a knack for turning tightly contested situations into opportunities through her deft touch and creative flair. For Montse Tomé's side, the key takeaway from this cool summer evening in Zurich was undoubtedly patience. Despite the challenges and pressure from their opponents, La Roja demonstrated a calm resilience, waiting for their moment to strike. Though the match was tough and not always pretty, achieving their first victory against Germany is a monumental step towards securing the title that has eluded them thus far. Statistically, Spain outperformed Germany in possession, passing accuracy, and chances created, just as they had in many of their past matches. Yet on the night, Germany showcased a newfound grammatical resilience that made it feel otherwise. Under the guidance of head coach Christian Wulff, the German team displayed remarkable determination and stamina, especially after battling through a grueling 120-minute quarterfinal against France, where they played much of the match with 10 players. This experience proved to be fortuitously enlightening, exemplifying the strength of teamwork over individual brilliance. While Wulff's team will certainly feel the sting of defeat, there's a sense that this group has unearthed a depth of tenacity they might not have previously recognized. The contrast between their performance against France and their earlier defeat to Sweden, just 10 days prior, highlight an intriguing duality within the team. Like a classic Jekyll and Hyde narrative. Their roster is not short on character. However, this match illustrated their growing ability to function as a cohesive unit. At the back, Ann-Katrin Berger emerged as a standout player, blending remarkable skill with the occasional unpredictability. Her world-class save against Esther Gonzalez was a prime example of her talent and composure amidst the pressure. Clara Boy's relentless energy further tested Spain's defense, as her speed often caught their backline off guard, though she struggled to convert that potential into goals. Wulff faced significant challenges with his squad's depth, only having 2 recognized defenders available on the bench, neither of whom he could field due to injuries. With Captain Guillegoin sidelined in a knee brace and Sarai Linder suffering from an ankle injury, Germany had to rely heavily on their remaining players. Ultimately, as the match wore on, fatigue crept in, and they struggled to keep pace with Spain's relentless attacking play in the final minutes. However, there's a silver lining here. Both teams walked away with valuable insights about themselves after those intense 2 hours in Zurich. One had to face the disappointment of going home, while the other celebrated progression. Yet, both have laid significant groundwork as they set forth on their respective journeys. What do you think? Was it the strength of the Spanish side, or did German resilience shine through despite the loss? Aitana Bonmatí's heroic goal sent Spain to Euros final. Imagine this. The player who nearly missed the tournament due to illness steps up in the most critical moment, scoring a goal that etches her name into history. That's exactly what happened when Aitana Bonmatí delivered a stunning strike to propel Spain into their first ever European Championship final. But here's where it gets controversial. Was it brilliance or sheer luck? And could Germany have done more to stop her? Let's dive into the drama of this unforgettable semifinal clash. Spain's journey to the Euros final has been anything but straightforward. Facing off against Germany, a powerhouse with 8 tournament victories under their belt, Spain needed every ounce of determination and skill they could muster. The match was a nail-biter, stretching into extra time after 90 grueling minutes ended in a stalemate. Germany came agonizingly close to sealing the deal twice in the dying moments of regulation time, only for Spain's goalkeeper, Catacol, to pull off two jaw-dropping saves that kept her team alive. Germany had dominated Spain in their last 8 encounters, making this victory even sweeter for La Roja. Despite keeping Spain scoreless through the full 90 minutes, a feat no other team at Euro 2025 managed, they faltered when it mattered most. Their inability to convert chances into goals ultimately cost them dearly. This time, Spain broke the curse and silenced their critics. Now, let's talk about Bonmati's heroics. It almost feels like her goal shouldn't have happened. Germany's defense was rock solid all getting. Anne-Katrin Berger was sharp between the posts, and Spain's attacking play had been lackluster at best. Add to that Bonmati's recent battle with viral meningitis, and you'd think scoring such a decisive goal would be impossible. Yet that's precisely why she's a 2-time Ballon d'Or winner. When the stakes are highest, she rises above expectations. Bonmati's moment of magic came during extra time, catching everyone, including Berger, off guard. She executed a clever dummy run to slip past Rebecca Canuck before unleashing a low-driven shot from an impossibly tight angle. Was it intentional? A cross gone right? Her post-goal celebration hinted at calculated genius, pointing to her temple as if to say, it's all in the mind. Regardless, it was a strike worthy of admiration. Germany, however, only have themselves to blame for falling short. They created plenty of opportunities, but squandered them with poor finishing and indecisive actions. Giovanna Hoffmann epitomized their struggles, missing golden chances in the first half, including a one-on-one with Kahn. Clara Bull also spurned a glorious opportunity early on, firing wide from a perfectly timed run. By the end of stoppage time, Germany had taken 4 shots, 2 saved spectacularly by Kahn and 2 wildly off target. They followed the blueprint for beating Spain almost perfectly until the final step, failing to capitalize on their hard work. This sets the stage for yet another blockbuster showdown, Spain versus England. These two teams know each other well, having clashed in the 2023 World Cup final, which Spain won. While some familiar faces remain, there are new dynamics at play. England enter this final with a mix of vulnerability and resilience, having survived shaky performances earlier in the tournament. Can Spain repeat their triumph, or will England seize redemption? And this is the part most people miss, the psychological edge. Spain's confidence is sky high after overcoming adversity throughout the competition, while England carry the weight of being perennial contenders. Will England's underdog mentality fuel their fire, or will Spain's experience shine through? Before we wrap up, here's a thought-provoking question. Do you think Bonmati's goal was pure brilliance, or did Germany gift her too much space? And how do you see the final unfolding? Share your thoughts below. We'd love to hear your take. Euro 2025 final preview. Spain's Bonmatí aims to defeat England and complete golden era. What if history repeats itself in Basel this weekend? For Aitana Bonmatí and Spain's women's team, the Euro 2025 final against England isn't just another match. It's a chance to crown a legendary era. 2-time Ballon d'Or recipient Bonmatí, who has conquered club football with Barcelona and lifted the World Cup and UEFA Nations League with Spain, is still chasing one missing jewel, a European Championship title. And this is the part most people miss. Spain's journey to this final has already rewritten history. Just days ago, they stunned Germany for the first time ever. A victory that now propels them into a showdown with England, the reigning European champions. But here's where it gets controversial. Does this final truly belong to Spain, or is England's squad underestimated? Bonmatí, speaking from Spain's Swiss training base, framed the clash as a closing of a cycle. This tournament is the only one left for some of us, she said. Winning it would mean completing a career arc, not just for me, but for an entire generation. We're ready to fight for this dream. The stakes couldn't be higher. Spain and England have been locked in a high-stakes rivalry for years. 3 years ago, England ended Spain's Euro hopes, but La Roja exacted revenge in the 2023 World Cup final. Earlier this year, their Nations League clashes ended in dead heat draws, leaving fans wondering who will crack first in Basel. Bonmatí isn't backing down. The pressure is on England to defend their title, she said. We're focused on disrupting their rhythm. While she declined to detail Spain's tactics, she hinted at a psychological edge. Teams are starting to fear our counterattacks. We thrived in space, and England's high press might backfire. But what if England adapts? What if setting a weak man's side turns up the physicality? Could Spain's golden generation falter at the final hurdle? The debate is already heating up. Is this final Spain's destiny, or will England prove too strong? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe this is Spain's year to cement their legacy, or does England's experience give them the edge? One thing's certain, its clash of titans will be remembered for decades.